What up, everybody? It's your boy G-Dub.
Varsity Blazing.
Trace B. Zodi.
Bobby Red.
And you watch another episode of GWIZTV. Thanks for watching and enjoy the mother.
Like and subscribe.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
All right. What up, everybody? Thank you for joining us. For the next 90 minutes or so, we will try to do our best to entertain, enlighten. I don't know. We hope we try not to get drunk in this motherfucker. Got a lot of liquor on the table. We got some young blood in the house, y'all. Got my nephew up in here. My man PJ over to my left.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
Now y'all. Y'all still trying to make some noise. Yeah, first time on the show. Welcome to the show. Also got my son in here today. Y'all don't ask me why. Little G is over here right behind me. Welcome to the show as well. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I know y'all heard me talk about him enough, so you got him in there. Now you can see who I was talking about. Black had something. You have a question for us?
All right, so it's a sports question. Does Dwayne Wade deserve to be in the GOAT conversation with the Kobe's, the Jordans?
Dwayne Wade?
No.
Yeah, that's a
Give me one solid reason why.
You said Dwayne
Because
Wade,
it's obvious.
What's obvious?
like this. Yeah, that's
like
not
the best ever. Like
I don't even think he's
No,
the top.
one of the GOATs, not the GOAT, but one of the GOATs.
I don't even think he's the top 20.
A GOAT
In the top 20.
Dwayne Wade.
Heat, maybe.
I don't think Dwayne is in the top 20.
I'm talking about of all time.
Has he set any stat records?
Wait.
For Miami Heat, he probably got
Nigga won 3
Heat,
rings.
yeah.
That's all I give. That's all I'm talking about.
Hey,
right now.
look, Robert Horry got like 7 fucking rings, and he ain't no gold or nothing.
Okay.
He ain't a
I like
sheep or
Dwayne
nothing.
Wade. Now, if you want to categorize him in a position and say is he one of the best 2 guards, then okay, we can have that talk. But putting him in a pantheon, like you talking about GOAT stats, you talking about Mount Rushmore type motherfucker. He ain't that.
I mean, Mount Rushmore with more heads.
He ain't that. You know what I'm saying?
Black. I got to ask you this, though. Okay. Do you even think he's in the top 5? I'm going to ask that, honestly. You got to remember, you got Jordan, you got LeBron, you still got Magic, you got Larry Bird.
Don't forget Kobe.
Well, you helping yourself.
I'm just saying, don't forget Kobe.
Okay, yeah, Kobe.
Yeah.
So, and I can probably name about 5 or 10 more that I think that's
better
than
Dwayne
him.
Wade. So you're calling Dwayne Wade an average talent?
No, I'm not saying that. Man,
what?
it's been 3,000 basketball players, man. No way he's average.
Yeah,
No.
He's not average, but I'm telling you, Gilbert Arenas giving him a run for his money.
Yeah.
We talking about D Wade, we might as well talk about Arenas too.
I think he's a great
Arenas
Chicago
at his best,
player.
yeah.
He was good, obviously, but he was dumb, and he couldn't keep. You talking about the nigga that had the guns in his locker and shit, right?
Yeah.
That was stupid. I'm
Well,
like, there
yeah.
was no. He has no definitive reason why that happened to him.
See how you gonna bring up some old shit on somebody? Everybody done forgot about that.
I ain't forgetting about that shit. It's what stopped his career. Before he was he got hot, and then he couldn't take off on
Gilbert
some
Arenas
stupid
was
shit.
one of them cats though. They had a decent squad when he was in Washington. Was it the Bullets then, or it was the Wizards already?
He was still the Wizards.
It was
I
the
think.
Wizards.
it was a
Yeah, they gonna change the name. I'm the Washington Bullets. But yeah, he was one of them cats. He was, it was like him, LeBron and Wade. You know what I'm saying? Run into each other. Bosh was doing his thing in Toronto. Toronto wasn't going to motherfucking way though. But that's when all them decided to hook up. But Gilbert Arenas, he was running to LeBron in the playoffs, man. He was, he was doing his thing. He was compared, like he's a different type player, but he's a scorer.
Yeah.
He might be more comparable to a Kobe than Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade's more like a slasher or a scorer or mid-range, get to the basket. He wasn't shooting threes like that. He started shooting them like everybody, a lot of people do. When his athleticism started to wane, he started, scoring more from the perimeter. But, but like I said, what you talking about is, I don't even think he'll make that fucking argument. It's Scottie Pippen is running around talking about if he'd have went.
Exactly.
So, the Houston or what? Was it Detroit? What squad? I forgot what squad he was saying. He's talking
about the Rockets.
Oh yeah, the Rockets.
The Rockets,
The Rockets.
If he got, he was like, man, I'd have got my. I think he said he got 6 or some shit. Scottie Pippen lost his mind. Nobody paying no attention to him no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if they would, if they would have had Kenny, if they would have, they would have.
If the Bulls would have had, I mean, you need a couple more pieces. You're gonna need somebody to fill what Scottie was doing. Kenny Smith, he was a small dude. But he could shoot like a motherfucker. We had people something like him. We had a Curry, a B.J. Armstrong. You know what I'm saying? He'll light you up if you leave him open, but he ain't locking nobody down like Scottie. So it's a different team, obviously. Maybe Michael doesn't win as many, but Pippen would have been a good player. He'd have been in the playoffs and everything. I think he could have led team to the playoffs, but
getting them over that top.
Right.
But let's throw out another player like Allen Iverson. Are you saying that between Allen Iverson and Wade would be over him?
Wade every time.
Man.
Stop it.
I'm not doing that. I ain't doing that to him.
And I'm just throwing some people out. I'm just throwing some people out there.
Reason
I can
Wade
keep going.
won the ring without LeBron James.
The only reason AI
that's an old Shaq.
AI ain't get no ring because of Shaq. If AI would have had Shaq like Kobe had Shaq, they'd have been winning just as many titles. He had motherfucking Mutombo, and Mutombo wasn't bad, but he couldn't guard Shaq.
Okay, when you talk about a Mount Rushmore, you talking about 4 people. So if we put Jordan up there,
with more heads.
Okay, no, but I'm just saying, if you got Jordan and LeBron on the top, okay, you still got Magic. You still got
Jordan and Kobe. But
Jordan, Kobe, LeBron. We got to throw that in there.
No,
and then
I put LeBron as number 3, but Kobe definitely number 2.
Okay, so those number 3. On the 4th one, Wade ain't nowhere close on that list. To me.
Yeah, no.
I wouldn't even mention his name, and I think he's a great player.
So top 5 is like
I would say top 20.
Yeah. If you went through 20, he'll make it.
And that would make him dynamite, man. Out of 3,000, 4,000 players that have played since the 50s, I still think that's a high percentage. But as far as a GOAT talk, no, I'm not even a sheep, man. I just can't. And I like him. I do, man, or whatever. Son, he must be your guy.
Son, you know that's some bullshit, right? Yeah, I taught you better than that. Yeah. I taught you that's some bullshit. Let's shift gears. I want to got you young fellas up in here. Ain't there one of y'all married yet? I'm gonna get y'all thoughts on the dating and what y'all think.
I'm with y'all too because I'm not married either.
And how you feel? Yeah. And how you feel? How do you all feel about monogamy, a marriage? What are your thoughts on that shit?
I mean, I feel like it got its pros and cons, but like what I think of first is like if you can afford to do it, because think about it, you 3-4 Valentine's Day gifts, 3-4, you know what I mean, birthdays, Christmases, and all the other stuff. But you also got to look at like, the rent gonna be cheaper because it's how many ever you and plus how many ever people, but still though.
Oh, you talking about multiple. You talking about, okay, so we mentioned, okay, so I'm sure most of y'all heard. So Neyo is running around, skinning and grinning with all of his women. See, he used to try to do monogamy, and was he married a couple times, or at least once, or whatever?
At least once.
And and he just couldn't make it work. And he said, "Fuck it, why am I trying to make it work? I'm just gonna keep who I got." And he brought all his bras together. That look a little bit like Tiffany Haddish, the one on the right there. She fell off all the way up, and so I know he got Tiffany up in there. And look at that, as you can see just about all of his 32 teeth. Most of them.
The one next to him too.
Yeah,
The one next to him too. She looked like she might have been the first one.
So he's the poster child for this new thing. Now, mind you, he the one with all the paper.
I was just finna say, because if it ain't about the money, because ain't no in the world.
I don't know where he met these ladies at, but I would have guessed it was a gentleman's club, maybe. Maybe he, had a lot of fun one night and said, you're hired. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. This reminds me a little bit of Charlie's Angels. I guess that would make him would he be Bosley or Charlie? Like, which one is he?
Wouldn't it be Charlie? No, it would be Bosley.
Bosley, you never saw Charlie. Bosley was always working with him.
Yeah, it would be Bosley.
So that's Bosley and that's his four angels. He said, he took him away from whatever the fuck they was doing, and now they work for him.
He saved him.
I know my son don't know nothing about Charlie's Angels. You know about Charlie's Angels, boy?
Nah.
You ain't never heard of Charlie's Angels?
I do. That's the little spy movie that they had.
Google Charlie's Angels when you leave this motherfucker. You'll know what I'm talking about.
Bernie Mac was hilarious in that shit.
Who?
Bernie Mac.
Oh, you talking about the Charlie's Angels with Cameron Diaz, Drew Barrymore, and Lucy Liu. Yeah, I said Lou.
No, that's the new one. The old one was Farrah Fawcett.
That's the bullshit one. That's the new one.
That is the bullshit.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck they was doing.
Those are children.
It was Farrah Fawcett.
Right.
There it is.
Oh no,
because there's Farrah Fawcett right there in the middle.
TV version. That's when Farrah Fawcett was the shit. Y'all remember that?
Yeah, she was supposed to be the most beautiful girl ever to walk out the door.
It was like her and Bo Derek. You remember Bo Derek?
I don't know who that person's great grandmother was.
Right.
There it is. Cameron Diaz, Drew Barrymore, and Lucy Liu.
Yeah.
That's the one I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's fake.
And Drew Barrymore.
I love this one's. I love this one. Hell yeah, it was cold.
It was cold.
Yeah,
they did 3 of them. I think all 3 of them.
It was
Cameron, Drew, and Lucy. I think they did 3 Charlie's Angels. It was 2. It was 2 for sure.
Yeah, it was at least 2.
But I swear I thought it was 3.
And Bernie Mac crazy ass.
Hell yeah.
Drew Barrymore has got a fucking TV show now for some reason. I ain't got no problem with Drew Barrymore, but she is not an interesting person to me. I don't know who the fuck thought you should do a talk show. Like, that was a bad idea.
She got a talk show?
Yeah, she got a fucking talk show.
And it's been going on for a while.
Yes, it has.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Which one that is?
It's on the left with the red hair.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like, she just be on the couch talking. Like, she
just like interviews.
Just like J Hood and all them.
Yeah, like everybody.
She got a talk show.
I'm like, shit. It was something. I forgot the brother name.
Lucy Liu on the right over there.
And she
was if y'all ever seen Kill Bill.
Oh yeah,
she was the last fighter.
She was the one that killed Bill.
She was she was technically the first one because it went backwards, but they was telling the story backwards.
Yeah, she was good.
She was the first one that Uma Thurman killed.
Right.
She was fighting the crazy 88s and shit.
Did she do anything after? Like,
Lucy Liu? Yeah, Lucy Liu has been in a lot of
she MIA
movies.
like a motherfucker. I ain't seen her nothing lately.
She looked just like how that
still
picture
look
you
like
see there.
that?
She still look like that. You know them.
Oh yeah,
Them Asian people. They don't age like us.
They don't age. You gotta eat what they eat and shit. Yeah. I always do that when I see a motherfucker that is aging real slow. I'm like, man, what the fuck is you eating? You know what I'm saying?
Part.
Yeah, I relax.
Well, you know, one thing about it is when you start aging, you stress yourself. A lot of people are stressed.
They stress because they stressed about getting older.
This, about that, whatever. Finances and stuff like that. Because, I mean, I look at some of the people that went to school with me. Like, man, some of them look like they're 70 years old, man. Like, what you been stressing over, dude?
Crazy.
Yeah, what do you say to them when you see a motherfucker be like, man, you look good, you still look good for your age? What do you say when they don't look good for your age? You just don't say shit? Or do you lie and say they look good for their age?
You must got grandkids now.
Hey, look, and you be like, man, you still alive.
I hate,
bro. You did it right.
I hate when they compliment you and then you're supposed to say something or whatever.
Right.
I just say, man, you too.
Yeah.
What else does it say, man? You know? But I mean, there's a lot of people that's doing, I guess, I was looking at a couple of guys that, we just had a guy that died that went to school with us.
Uh-huh.
And then, now you're getting a lot of people on Facebook that's reaching out or whatever. And I'm looking at some of these pictures. I'm like, man, some of these guys have not aged well,
No, they might be next on the list.
Oh, don't put it out there.
You never know, man. Like, damn, man.
Terrible.
Hey, what he saying? Life.
Knock on wood. Knock on wood.
We on
Let's do
deck.
that.
Yeah, we on deck. Remember, like we next. We on deck. You like baseball? We on deck. I'm gonna go to your funeral. I'm gonna just bust up in the motherfucking go to the upper room. Jesus.
Hey, but G, I want to ask you something now. With the Neyo situation.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you wasn't married, would you want to?
Yes. Next question. Next question.
Okay, waste no time.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't think I can pull it off though. I ain't got no Neyo paper, but I was trying to see what the young fellas thought about that.
Forget Neyo paper, man. I ain't got Neyo stamina. So hold on. Wait, hold on. It's been 2. I got 2 more. Hold on.
You know what? He don't need stamina when you got paper.
Stamina gotta be up here, top tier, dude.
Hey, yeah. Well, be honest, he probably sniffing a little cocaine or whatever. I'm sure.
Okay, for sure.
I don't even put it in. I don't know what he's doing.
You know what? It look like there's some cocaine on that table right now. Look at that white shit.
How old is Neyo?
He gotta be like 38, 39.
No, Neyo not my age.
He got about 50.
He not my age. He older than me.
Y'all ain't seen his high school graduation picture?
Hey, bro is not no 38, bro.
Hey, Google, one of y'all, Brad, how old?
45 years old. That's what I was going to say. He is not my age.
He been around a while.
Okay.
Neyo 45 years old.
40 motherfuckers. Yeah. That's crazy work.
You got 4 women. You got to be of age somewhere, man.
Nah, I'm pretty sure.
That's a lot of honey packs.
Yeah, that's
Hey, everybody don't know about honey packs, so don't go there.
I wonder, do that keep you young or do it age you quicker?
Man, that's stressful. Dealing with 4 women. I got 2 baby mamas. I ain't trying to see them
For
coming.
For sure.
But
I would definitely say I would have
what
to
I
say
read
stressful.
about this is, like, he'll have her for the week. And then the next week,
switching week.
Yeah,
they clock it in and out like they going to work and
exactly.
What the fuck, Diane?
If he choose,
her ass.
It's her particular time. But you know, I know some people that were, in the another religion that have 3 or 4 wives. It's in Illinois.
Oh yeah.
And like what I've heard is that the one wife would, it's
like
her week to take the kids or take care of stuff.
Is they African?
No, they're Hebrew.
Hebrew is right.
And like I said, everybody has their week, and they're very satisfied about their particular week. They don't get jealous or anything, and that's the problem. There's always going to be jealousy.
They adapt to. Well, you got to understand, for them to even sign up for it is a different mentality. So if you take, you can't take just a woman. I don't hate to say Irish woman, but I mean Irish woman is an everyday woman with a normal. American woman mentality. I'm just saying America because it's what I know. I'm sure there's other cultures that think and behave differently. Like where they might be more submissive to their husbands. Maybe even by force, but maybe by choice. But anyway, in America, the whole tone, especially nowadays, has changed with it's a woman's empowerment thing, right? Mm-hmm. So they're not gonna fucking concede no shit like that. Maybe the other way around, but there ain't no man. If you're a real man, you can't. And that's what women don't get. Women always be like, when men bring up shit like that, they be like, "What about a woman doing it?" Here's what you got to understand about a man. You can get a male to do a lot of shit if you find the right one, but a man can't do nothing but be a man. And for me to share a woman with another man, I have to be less than myself. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
that's what women are when they try to flip something. It don't. It's not really because a man has certain attributes that he don't go. That's what qualifies. Like some people have discussions about what makes you a man. What qualifies you for manhood. Like we don't have rites of passage these days with shit you got to go through, trials and tribulations, like obstacles you got to go overcome till you achieve manhood. It's quite simple in America. We just define a man as a motherfucker that stand on his own too, handle his business and really don't take no shit from nobody. It's kind of simple, but for him to be who he is or what he needs to be. Now you can be less than that, but then you less than that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like if you just sell or just take anything, motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, let motherfucker run over you, that's not manhood. You can find that. But if a woman say, I want a man,
because women do that though. No person.
I know. But a woman, most women will tell you if they look for a man, they will say, I want a real man. Or they'll be with a man and he'll be fucking up. They'll be like, you ain't a real man. They the ones that are always saying they want a real man.
Yeah.
Do you know what a real man look like? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Okay. So if that's what the fuck you want, it's some shit come along with that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That you got to be cool with and be like, okay, because this going to be times when you got to fall back on some shit. That don't mean the motherfucker going to be telling you, hey, walk right here beside me or sit down there or you can't go. That ain't what we talking about. That's an extreme version over the top shit. People always go to extremes. But a man is responsible for his household, safety, shit like that. So it's some shit that he might say, hey, this is how it's going to go, and you just let it go. And then it's going to be shit that he'll just let you run. Like his shit, like, if you a man, like you got a wife, you're going to expect certain things from your wife where it's like, yeah, she handled that. I don't even want to be, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's like, so you can defer to a woman. That don't make you less than a man. If you defer to a woman at time, but it's going to be certain shit that you going to draw a line on. Mm-hmm. And that's just what it is.
But you know what something? You look at that picture. You can go on the internet, any paper or anything. You never going to see one woman and 4 men sitting up there doing the same thing. Mm-hmm. Because it won't work.
What? No.
Because I'm saying there's not gonna be one woman with 4 men sitting up there.
Y'all ain't seen that show, the Brother Husbands?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, there was that black lady. She had 2 husbands and she brought the boyfriend in.
Yeah.
What 4 men? What 4 men you know gonna share just one woman and publicize it?
I don't know nothing about it.
It's all right. It's what's that like? What's that show? It's it got the little red. It was like something like that. But it's this because they got the Sister Wives show, then they got the Brother Husbands.
Oh, you talking about on the network TLC?
TLC, that's what it's called. And then it's this TLC.
No, the show not called TLC. The network channel. The network channel is called TLC.
It's called Brother Husbands. It's this black lady on there. She had a husband. She was married to him for 20 years.
Fucking wild.
And she got 2 husbands.
Yeah, she got 2 husbands.
There she go right there.
You think she gonna have more than 3?
Hey, did you see when she introduced a third?
Yeah,
that shit was fucking nuts.
Dude was insecure. He kept asking why do you want to be with him?
They kept it G. They kept it cool. But they was definitely feeling away for sure. That shit was fucking crazy.
Let me say this.
He had to put the cup down.
We get too caught. Look, what Neyo is doing in some aspects is some fairy tale shit.
Yeah.
Because at some point, one of them heifers is going to stab him in the back.
No, legit.
Once they figure out how to get what they need to get up out of his ass, they're going to be gone. So they smiling.
Or if they can't get it.
Yeah, they can't get it.
Legit.
So they smiling. Cause he picking up the tab.
It's gonna be the happiest one right there. Y'all see the happiest one.
That's fairy tale-ish too. But he can keep doing that long as he don't run out of money. He can keep switching them out as they come and go, because they're gonna come and go. He gonna switch them out, he gonna upgrade them, it's gonna happen. So but it's not sustainable as far as what you talking about, Bobby. It's not sustainable and it's not real. I don't know. He might run up on one woman that really got his back that don't leave. For real. And he be like, oh, this the one I'm gonna keep.
I'm sure he got that one. He's got one.
You gotta have a main one. Mm-hmm. I don't give a damn if you got 10. One of them is the main chick.
The one that's happiest as fuck.
The one with the hand.
I'm trying to tell you, based off the picture, it's the happiest.
I'm her.
Yeah. She could be one of them chicks that just like attention too. But that brother husband shit that shit phony. So I can see that little picture. Let me tell you something. First of all, that's called running the train. That's what that's called. I done seen that before.
But how come it ain't no train with 2 women and a man?
Because she's...
Why? That's one question that I've always asked. That's a double standard to me. How is it a train with a woman and 2 men, but it's not a train? How come the bitches that come together be like,
it's not a train. It's a ferry.
Right.
Oh my God.
Okay, you. I guess what? I tell you what, Treese. you come up with a name.
I come up with a name.
Come up with a name, and I guarantee you, a motherfucker ain't gonna be offended by it.
Okay.
You can call it what you want to call it, as long as he participate in it. He gonna be like, you could tell like it'll be a dude, and you could be you and your girl be like, we finna run the train on you. He gonna be like, all right.
Like what?
He gonna be like, call it what you want.
And then what if it's like not the type of train that he was thinking of? What if it's like some dominatrix shit?
But see
and
here,
them bitches whooping his ass and stuff, and he like,
if he like to get his ass whooped, then he gets played out. That's still now. I can't for the life of me understand. I ain't never got a whooping and been like that. Like I got excited about this. Like that's some fucking like I do believe there are aliens amongst us. And them motherfuckers ain't even from here. For where they from, that's like a sexual thing. And then they come down here, motherfuckers be like, ooh, that's some new shit. Nah, he's not even human. You don't even know. There's people like pissing and on them and shitting on them and shit like that. That's a euphemism. That's like something we say like a figure of speech. Oh, he shitted on him. Like some people actually like, yeah, that's some new shit. Like, yeah, I'm gonna shit on somebody.
No, it is some new shit. They go to Dubai and get shitted on.
Yeah.
The females,
they don't do it for the bag. They get the bag.
It for that money.
It ain't enough money. Let me tell you something. I went to work
ain't
today.
No way in fucking hell.
I don't want to go back, but tell you what, if I got to do whatever I got to do, you know what I'm saying? If I got motherfucking dumb garbage, paint walls, pool carpet, ain't nobody shitting on me.
That part.
For money. The money gonna make me feel better about the shit.
I will let you. I will stand there and let you shoot paintballs.
I wouldn't shit on me.
Sure.
I don't like my.
Like how would that even go? Like she come in the room, she play that Nicki Minaj.
Yeah, how the music. Yeah,
shit it on them.
Right, shit on.
Man, I just shit it on them. How would that even go? Like how can you get comfortable for that?
That would be a good theme song. I wouldn't say that would be a good theme song.
I don't want a theme song because I don't want to see it done.
No, I just think I don't even want to see it.
Like that's
I don't even want to see it.
The song need to play because the farting and shit.
I think that's like them guys. They super rich and they actually got that bored where they be sitting around thinking of some different shit to do. Like, you know what? I ain't never shit on a motherfucker. Fuck that. Yeah. We'll fly some women in here. We gonna give him a bag. I think give him like 10 grand or something. That ain't enough money to get shit on.
Bring in the
room.
10 grand. You ain't boo-booing on me for no 10 grand.
If motherfuckers shit on me, that means I ain't got to ever work again. That just mean my son ain't gonna do shit. Yeah. Like my family gotta not have to go to work no more. Like that's how much money it would take for me to even contemplate thinking about, you know what I'm saying?
Like,
what if it was a life or death situation?
My baby need a full ride.
If they bring you in there and they was like, George, your nephew PJ in here, we'll give you 500,000. we go kill his ass.
He put you out there, though.
What if it was life or death, Uncle George?
And they said they was gonna kill you.
They was gonna kill you.
Shit on me. You know what I'm
life or deff.
Life or death.
Life or death. Full of crazy.
You just made your worth.
Hey, I get real nice obituary. Real nice eulogy.
Hey, I don't blame you.
I get real nice eulogy. Real nice one.
Terrible.
Nah.
G, he did say you finna get $500,000 too.
If I did, but if I did do it, I would never let you forget that shit either. I'm gonna keep bringing that shit up. I'm gonna keep bringing it up. Every time I ask you for something, you damn well better do it.
Hey, we'll be eating meatloaf for 6 months. Shit like shit. Huh?
Right? Yeah. I'm gonna just keep bringing it up. Like
you remember that time?
Hey, you know how niggas do something for they keep bringing it up, man. I ain't say that when I let them niggas shit on you. You ain't say that then. I ain't shit.
We is not getting no golden showers and dookie baths. No, thank you.
I will say, however, I ain't into it, but they tell me urine is sterile. So the pissing part might not be too bad if you're into that. I ain't into it. I'm just saying, if I got a choice between number 1 and number 2, I'm damn sure taking number 1.
Piss. Hey,
I'm gonna take the piss.
What
I think you'll be saved with that, bro.
What dude say on dodgeball? He said,
wait, are they pulling something
if she
up?
Can dodge
There you go.
Dodgeball. But he said, dude said, do you think his what is it? Oh. No, urine is not typically sterile. It contains a small number of bacteria known as the urobiome, which are normally present in the urinary tract. These bacteria are usually harmless and do not cause infections. However, in some cases, they can multiply and lead to a urinary tract infection, aka UTI.
And that's some bullshit. That man on Man vs. Wild be drinking his piss.
Okay.
All the time.
Yes.
You talking about bear his
Didn't he take like the skin of a fucking snake and then piss in it or something? Or
To say the piss or something. He be doing all kind of.
What show is that on?
Bear versus Wild.
One of them nature
bro, will teach you like how to survive the wild if you ever like got
Bobby don't
stuck.
watch it.
So don't.
Because black folks be like, we ain't doing none of that shit.
Wasn't it like on Travel Channel or something?
Yeah.
I be watching
like National Geographic.
Yeah, something like
y'all
that.
ever see that show Alone?
Naked in the
Yes.
Not
I know what you're talking about.
Alone, crazy.
No,
as
yeah,
hell.
I've seen Alone. There's Man vs. Wild. There's Bear Grylls right there. That he's fucking nuts. A fucking nutcase. That is crazy.
Yeah, I just want they'll drop him. He be by himself. Like,
But-
nigga, who filming this? You ain't by yourself.
exactly
I like to camp, so I done
Right.
learned some shit from that.
I
man.
watch it too. I used to watch it.
I love
here,
camping,
G.
so I've learned a thing.
Here's my problem with those shows. They have about 5 or 6 people over there doing the fun. They got the key grip. They got the person with the mic. They got all
They got the helicopter to come get his ass when he ready to go.
But I heard that like they're not supposed to fuck with him unless he absolutely needs the help. Like they're supposed to just let him do his thing. They're just
He gotta
there to
be out there
record.
screaming.
They're supposed to like pretend like they're not there.
I wonder what the production team eat when he's out there.
Oh,
like,
right.
Like,
Because he hungry too.
Look, they got steaks and lobster.
Okay.
he eating grasshoppers.
That part. Grasshoppers.
Them guys getting paid
reaching in the
6 figures.
fucking lakes and the fucking water and shit and fishing with his bare fucking hands.
Speaking of that shit, look.
Bears.
Not to be not bears in particular. I don't feel no bears. Not to be racial, but I was watching a show on Netflix.
All right.
I think my son. What was the name of that documentary when they was doing the storm shit? You remember?
Oh, the Twister?
Yeah.
Oh.
You remember the name of it?
Yeah, that's what it's called, the Twister.
That's what it's called.
Oh,
the
is that
Twister?
when they were telling the
When they was
story
in town?
of the big storm that happened in
storm
Joplin?
chaser?
Joplin.
The
tornado.
Joplin thing.
Yeah.
I just watched that. Oh
I'ma
my
watch
gosh.
this. I don't wanna-
My kid she's about to be 8 years old. She got me on that shit. She was like, "Mommy, you need to watch this Twister tornado stuff." And I watched it. I
love it.
I was hooked.
I love it on TV. However, spoiler alert. Well, y'all know this gonna happen. So, it was a guy and his buddy and his girl.
And a girl, yep.
One of the guys, he calls this. He think he a storm chaser. He done fucked around and saw a couple of movies, and he wanted to chase storms. So he said, "Hey, it's going to be some bad weather. Let's go down here and check this storm out." Now his girlfriend really didn't want to be bothered with that shit, but she just do it because he
along
do
for
it.
the ride.
Yeah, so they hop in the truck and they go down there and they park a couple of miles from town and they watching the storm. And then it started getting dark and the clouds start running. You see the girlfriend like, y'all ready to go? I'm ready to go. So she didn't want to be there. Anyway, shit hit the fan. You know what I'm saying?
Literally.
It got bad for real.
They was trying to find sanctuary somewhere.
Yeah.
They ended up running into a store. Do you know this fucking store? People were literally shopping. It was mayhem outside, wind, all type of shit. They walk in the store and it's as calm as can be in the store. People are shopping and shit like nothing's going on. And they're trying to tell these people, you guys, we need to get somewhere safe inside of the store. A fucking tornado is coming. Nobody would listen to them. Next thing you know, shit gets to rumbling, all type of stuff. And they had to go hide. All type of stuff.
Man, you was all on the news and sirens and all that shit going off. But what's funny to me is they went down there to chase the storm. The storm got chasing their ass.
Hell yeah.
So they riding in the truck, and you could literally look behind them, and the tornado was like, "Where the fuck y'all going?" So yeah. So what tripped me out is like, okay, so I ain't never once seen or heard a black person saying, "You see them cumulus clouds right there, nigga? There's some shit about to go down. Let's go down here and check this storm out. I think a tornado get ready to come." I ain't never heard a black person say that, and never in my life. I don't think if a nigga did say that to me, I get the fuck away from him.
I know that's right.
Yeah. So that's what was weird to me. It's like they went down, but then they like, damn, it was a real tornado, and it was on their ass too. And then it followed them to the store and shit.
Followed them to the store.
Yeah.
One of them almost got sucked in the damn tornado. They were. I think the girl felt someone. The girl felt one of them. Yeah, they were holding each other, and the girl felt somebody floating up.
Right.
And she hurried up and grabbed him.
She was holding her brother
and let go somebody else, and then he went literally floating up, fucking the whole body stretched out because the tornado.
She was holding her brother, and her boyfriend was holding her.
Wait. There's a camera. There's a cameraman.
No.
Taping all of this.
No, not like that.
They're telling the story, so you have to imagine what.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
First of all, this was what 2012 or something. Did they say the year exactly?
I
It was
can't
around
remember
that
it happened.
This wasn't that long ago.
This was Joplin, Minnesota, right?
They got cell phones and shit like that, so they was documenting. They went out there to document it. So some of it is their footage, and some of it is when they go in the store. They got cameras in there. And you see shit, and when they came out, motherfuckers come out, they document. So the whole town was level. Somehow they survived that shit.
The whole town.
But
there was a high school graduation going on that day too.
Everything. Like you go check that shit out. It's very interesting. But I thought it was odd because it wasn't just them. It was another group of people. Some young boys, they was like, "Hey, let's go see the tornado and shit." So it's like crazy. It's like
a graduation is crazy.
Okay.
No, really. The Joplin High School was having a graduation for the seniors and all that shit. Like you should go watch it. Go watch it. The cameras from the school. That fucking tornado tore everything up.
You saw it come in there.
Everything. The whole school.
Why they was in there?
No, not while they were in school. Yeah, they just had left out.
The graduation was over, but they came out. There was sirens and shit going on.
It showed the tornado take the whole lunchroom, everything. It was crazy. Lockers, all type of stuff.
What was the name of it?
The Twister.
It's just called the Twisters or something like that. Yeah, it's on Netflix, right?
Yeah, it's on Netflix. There's some new shit on Netflix. Y'all go check that shit out.
Freaking crazy.
I ain't fucking. But
wild.
Yeah, I ain't trying to go into no tornado. That ain't even my cup of tea. I just feel like it's just our ancestors just when we see danger we just get away from it.
We run.
So now you feel that shit in the air. It's kind of like animals too. You know what I'm saying? Animals know something coming. So. If I see motherfucking stray dogs and cats running past me, after a while I'm just gonna follow them.
Birds all flying away.
Oh hell yeah. So what? Look, I don't want to get into music too much. What do you like? I know NBA YoungBoy was one of your guys.
Top tier.
Wait, is he back in jail? What's going on?
He out. He just got out actually. Like a week or two.
He just got out.
Wait a minute. What was he in jail for?
You gonna say it? You gonna say it?
Drugs?
I know deep into it. You gonna talk?
Nah.
But he went to jail because I guess he procrastinated. Like he was like a doctor or was something. He was prescribing himself med. He pretended like he was a doctor to get himself pills and all this other stuff.
Oh wow, that's pretty
and
genius.
I guess weapon charges. Like don't get me. I'm a millionaire. I'm gonna send somebody else to do that. Ain't no way y'all gonna have me on the phone acting like I'm a doctor or somebody getting prescription drugs.
Oh, he was on the phone like he a doctor?
They say it was him himself.
Who in the fuck was listening to him and
Dr. YoungBoy
and thought he went to university and got a doctorate in some shit and learned how to do medicine? Like did he switch his voice up? Did he know how to code switch?
He must have because on me. Well, he clearly he went too smart because the feds got him.
A lot of them be smart as fuck.
Well, what they do is they get that prescription pad. That's already set, and they make their own prescription, and people have done that for years.
What was he doing? The shit getting high for to try to sell it?
Like I said, I don't know about his situation.
He was in his music videos before he got locked up. He was in there with the prescription pills, with the bottles. Was in there, you know. He was getting high off the yerks.
What you call that shit?
What the fuck
they
is
got
a
so
yerk?
much shit. I don't know what it is.
Oh, a perk.
Percocet.
Oh, I'm
Percocet.
like, what in the
Mind you,
hell is
he
a
was on
perk?
house arrest when he got arrested. He couldn't even leave the
Hold on,
house.
House arrest.
Hold on, how
What the
you?
hell wrong with him?
That's like getting fired on your day off. How you get on house arrest and you already in the house and can't go outside? Like, what the fuck? They gonna come get you now. You got to go back to jail.
Right.
So now you're going to get arrested.
Yeah, like, yeah, that's some.
Like whatever lawyer he got, he don't never do no real time. He got his and they got him off. They was shooting a music video in Baton Rouge, and everybody had guns, and I guess he must have threw his gun to somebody, but they found his DNA on one of the guns. All that was combined, so his case was like originated in Louisiana. He got it transferred to Utah. He got a crib in Utah called Grave Digger Mountain in Utah, and he got it transferred, and it was 4 years, and he only been in there. He did like 7-8 months off 4 year charge.
There's only one or two reasons for that. Either he had a real good ass lawyer and he got enough money to afford it, or he in there telling on motherfucker. One of the two.
Chicken going on.
Right, one of the two. Either you got Johnny Cochran type motherfucker working for you.
It's him doing the wrong deeds, right?
It don't matter if him doing it.
So I can't see him snitching on
He can
anybody.
snitch on somebody else about some other shit.
But think about it
yeah,
though. We don't
yeah.
live in Utah, so that we don't know how the percentages go. Like, you know, we got like 50%, 85%, 100%. They probably got some like 15, 20%. That's probably why he wanted to.
If the police get my ass and they say, look here, we really don't want you. We want Varsity Black. We've been watching him for a while. We can't get nothing on him. So you put this wire on and you go in there and, you know, have a little talk with him, get him to talk. You know, otherwise we just gonna pin all the shit on you. I'm gonna say, here, strap it down right here. Strap it down.
You gonna tell on him?
Strap it down. He gonna tell on himself. I'm just gonna go there. I ain't got nothing but the microphone. He the one talking.
They gonna want you the money, you NBA young boy. So everybody that's surrounded around you is under you. Who they want, the label? That's where the money coming from.
Maybe.
So if anything, they want to book you because that's where everybody getting the drugs, the money.
How's the young boys getting all this money? You know, I think around DMC made some decent money. But you know how many rappers didn't get no money?
That was in 1982.
No, that's still going on today. Motherfuckers don't know how to do business. They don't know how to read.
The rappers nowadays, they getting all their money from shows. NBA YoungBoy go do a show, he getting 200, 300,000 to rap for 30
he ain't
minutes.
getting nothing off the sales.
You talking about that? Okay.
Most likely he got a deal to where the label get like his YouTube, where he said he get YouTube, he getting 100, 200 million views off YouTube. He said his label see all that money. He don't see, he get all his money for shows. So if you go on tour, you do a 20, 30 city tour, you getting 200, 300,000, that's your money right there.
So he just hustling. See, them young guys got a hustler's mentality. So they going to get their paper regardless. If they don't get it from one way, they going to get it from somewhere else.
Right.
TLC, well, y'all listening? You know what I'm saying? Y'all should have been hustling like these young boys.
Really? You finna tell T-Boz?
Who else they robbed? Who else got robbed?
Oh my God.
What's that guy with the Bobby Brown group? What's his name?
New Edition.
New Edition. They robbed them.
Well, that's why they still performing.
Hey, G,
here's that money.
Here's the biggest
20,000.
Here's the biggest problem, and I know you guys had a show, actually, when you're talking about last year with MC Hammer, and talking about how he flaunted his money.
Oh, yeah.
But what happened is he decided to pay everybody, you know, even people that was like whoever was with his crew.
Right.
They was getting $50,000, $60,000 a year. They ain't even doing anything. And after that, that's a lot of money you got to give to 150 people, you know?
He was a very generous person.
Yeah. And that's the problem with a lot of these people. They get this crew and they want to pay them, and they want to pay this, want to pay this. You want to buy all these, these exotic cars. You want to do this. You want to go to the strip club and have a money machine and everything. And then you tell me, I ain't got no money. I know why you ain't got no money.
Either whoever was counting his money for him was fucking up, or he wouldn't listen to him. One of the two.
It's because he thought he was too legit to quit.
There is not, let me tell you something. There is not an accountant. Look. There is not an accountant that's not stealing any money. I'm going to be honest with you.
Right.
Because there's no way you can keep, like Michael Jackson,
Eventually, that shit gonna catch up with
They
you.
don't know how much money they have.
Nigga, then like one for you, one for me.
Yeah, exactly.
Terrible.
One for
Terrible.
you, two for me.
Just like what
I
what
could
was
not
it?
imagine doing that type of big
What?
business with somebody and stealing from them. Like,
Man,
But you don't think
greedy.
it's
so
you don't think it's stealing
wrong.
though. You don't think it's stealing because you say, okay, look, they'll call you and say, man,
What you mean you don't think it's stealing? It's not your fucking money.
All right, but
it's
check
not
this out.
yours.
Check this out. Let me tell you something. Say you put me on salary, right? You say I'm giving you $100,000, right? But every week I gotta go and bail you out, and I gotta go do this, I gotta go do that. This is much more than what you paying me for. So you get this big, say $1 million pay. You finna get 900,000, because I'm finna get my little bit for all that stuff that I've done for you, and that's how they do it.
It probably because when you get if money coming in quick like that, you can't count on.
You cannot.
No,
you cannot.
can't. That's true.
Yeah.
And these people are doing much more than what you're paying them for. Especially the ones that like some of these rappers that's getting in trouble all the time.
How is it though that like you see like in
Is that a fucking airhead?
Yeah.
What?
Wait, one from Cam?
Give me a piece.
I mean, it's warm too. It's been in his pocket.
Give me a piece.
Yes.
It's gonna melt.
Appreciate you.
You just gonna airhead and don't.
Sour.
How is
Well,
it?
I'll take it.
Hey, y'all remember them airhead commercials back in the day? They used to
They
eat
used
the
to be
airhead.
hilarious.
And then, I used to
head
really
blow up
think
and
that
pop.
really was gonna happen. I used to tell like, come on, I'd be like, come on, little Joe, we finna go get some airhead. We gonna have a big ass head by the end of the day. Just like them Gatorade commercials. Remember when them Gatorade commercials drink the Gatorade? They used to sweat the color of the Gatorade that you drink. I used to really think that shit was gonna happen. Them D-Wade commercials.
Motherfuckers couldn't tell me nothing.
Is my sweat red? Oh me.
Hey, about them sour. How about them fucking Sour Patch Kids?
Oh yeah, that's good.
They're
Fucking
gonna,
sour.
they're
Then they
gonna
sweet.
fucking come to life and cut my hair and shit.
Hey, look. PJ and this motherfucker like, damn, that blue sweat look cold. I'm gonna go get me some Gatorade.
No, for real though.
Like that.
I've been waiting to
that's
sweat blue
wrong.
forever.
Yes.
Blue sweat.
That is so fucking funny.
Hey,
oh
let's
my
go
God.
around. Let's go around the table and name a show that you used to watch that you either wouldn't watch today or wouldn't want nobody to know you used to watch that shit. We'll start with Black. Come back this way.
I don't know, 'cause I don't think none of the shit I watch is trash.
Ain't that nothing? You are very conceited.
That's what that's right.
I watched some bullshit. My shit was good.
I watch Scrubs.
Oh, Scrubs?
Yeah.
I never really watched that. That's the dude doing the T-Bone commercials now.
Yeah. That shit was hilarious. I don't give a fuck.
I never watched it, so Scrubs would be your show. Now, how old is that shit? Was you watching it when you was a little kid?
Nah, I actually didn't start watching it until I was like early 20s.
Nah, I'm talking about some shit from grade school.
Oh, yeah. Everything I used to watch was cold.
I got one.
Let's deal with this. We're going to go this way. All right, George, come with some bullshit. I know your bullshit, so don't try to front. What you used to watch that you wouldn't want nobody to know what you probably wouldn't watch today?
Probably Chowder. It's a show called Chowder I used to watch.
What the fuck is Chowder? I don't.
That's what the
It's
purple dude.
Is that a cartoon?
Yeah,
Is
it's
he purple?
They literally have a dude on there that just says nothing but rada, rada, rada. Like he don't say no words. Like that's all he say, rada, rada, rada.
So it's like a weird cartoon.
Yeah.
That ain't the only shit you used to watch. It. I'm trying. What about a real show?
That's probably the worst. That's probably
Yeah,
the
that's a
stupidest
TV show.
I used to watch ever.
Are you talking about like
Yeah, like any
like
like
a
a
sitcom
show.
or something?
Yeah, cartoons don't
I
count.
wouldn't
Don't
want-
count.
Like you said, like something that I wouldn't want people knowing.
Yeah, is that the shit?
Just
Yeah.
Chowder.
Why y'all cartoons look like that? Like they just draw any damn thing. Like what the fuck is that? Like what is that to the left? Is that a thing? What is that supposed to be? Like y'all just got made up shit. Like we had real shit. We had ducks and fucking woodpeckers and shit and geese and moose and like you knew what it was.
Why his neck so long?
The regular show ain't regular.
Regular show was
Ain't one of them
cold,
motherfuckers a gumball machine. How the fuck a gumball machine gonna talk?
The show code. Niggas was dying in that shit.
Regular show was kind
Niggas was getting blown up every episode.
That was some weirdo shit. Trees.
So this wasn't in grade school, but in high school, I used to watch every day before school. I went to a private school, so it's a story to tell. But anyways, I lived away from my parents. My choice. But anyways, every day before school, I used to watch The Wiggles.
You just like glossed over a whole fucking like,
The Wiggles.
We can go into that later.
That shit came out when I was a shorty.
Hold on.
The Wiggles.
How old was you?
Huh?
How old was you?
Oh, this was high school for sure.
You was watching. It was the four dude.
This was high school for sure.
Fruit
The
salad.
Yummy.
Hell
Motherfucking yeah. And
this was high school. You said
this was high school.
Was you getting high?
This was high
like you
school.
could tell us, like you was fucked up when you watching.
No, I
the
wasn't
Wiggles.
fucked up. Why we trying to get into like
I'm just wondering, like
extracurricular
I'm just
activity?
wondering, like
I wasn't had. That was the choice that
you
I
have
made.
like your little niece or nephew while you were just watching it.
I also watched the Backyardigans.
Hey, no, I was gonna say that. I swear to God, you stole
Backyardigans, bruh.
You stole one.
So, Backyardigans.
Was your TV stuck on the channel or something?
No,
like you purposely was watching that.
No, I was purposely watching that shit.
You was fucked up in there singing the song.
Purposely watching that shit.
Friends, how does shit go?
The backyard.
Hey, G, I'm surprised you know how.
I know a little bit.
And they had
You're
Pablo.
Uniqua.
They had Pablo, Uniqua, Tyrone. Who else?
You see, she ain't bullshit. She know the shit.
Austin.
I know a whole song from
that's it,
Backyard.
though.
Again.
Legit.
She was in that motherfucker.
I like the episode when they spies and shit. That shit be
On me.
No,
the songs
legit.
be cold
Legit.
too.
Yeah.
Black, I know you be off acid watching some shit talking about, he think he be in a room with him and shit. They be kicking it with him.
He really in the backyard.
PJ, what bullshit you watch? Watch
No,
PJ go act like he don't watch no corny shit.
No, look, no. What I really was gonna say was like, well, I wasn't really embarrassed, but it was like SpongeBob. But more of an embarrassed one was Backyardigans because my little brothers, we 10 years apart.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I used to have to be forced to watch this shit, and I used to be like, I ain't gonna lie, the Backyard like this shit low key lit.
It was lit. You could
I
tell.
like this shit low key lit.
You really
but I'm
could
like
tell.
12,
You could
13
tell the
years
voice
old.
of the. You could tell the voice of the character. 3 out of the 5 characters was black.
Yeah.
3 out of the 5 characters was black, and then it was like one white boy, and then Pablo. Obviously, Pablo. He was like a fucking bird or penguin or some shit.
Yeah.
And Pablo was obviously a Hispanic
What was
kid.
Uniqua?
Uniqua was a black girl.
I'm saying though, you
and
see
then there was Tyrone.
everybody
and
was
Austin,
an
and
Aminal.
both of them was black.
That's a little bit of a hint, don't you? Uniqua and Tyrone, of course, like you act like you like did some investigative reporting or something. Like, motherfucker, name
I
Uniqua
did it.
and
You
Tyrone.
can hear. You could hear that shit like in the character.
Okay.
There go right there. There go Tyrone.
Yes.
There go Pablo. Uniqua in the middle. Austin and fucking who the fuck
You
is the
say
hippo?
you say you was 18?
Yes, I was 18. Who is the?
No
who
judgment,
is
no
the-
judgment.
There go Uniqua. Tasha. 4 black people. 4 black people.
Austin.
Tasha.
Austin could go either way.
Pablo
Tyrone,
Tyrone.
Austin might be just one of them.
Yeah, Austin.
He was a mixed
No,
dude.
I just assumed, but yeah, like they go to Backyardigans right there. They ass was lit, singing, dancing, all type of shit.
Bobby for the
Every
fuck
fucking
y'all
day
up.
before school,
Bobby
before
for the-
high school.
Bobby
Hey,
finna
look,
fuck y'all up with some old shit. Why she say
too.
Felix the cat or some
No,
shit like
hey,
that?
that was my
Right.
shit. Right there.
Okay.
But let me explain something to you. And none of you probably have never heard it. You probably have. Courtship of Eddie's father.
You used to like that? You remember the episode?
I remember that. And then also I used to watch. Now the one I'm a little embarrassed was Mork and Mindy.
Mork and Mindy was a good show.
I know, but I mean, like I said, if we was at the pool hall and you told somebody you watching Mork and Mindy, even if they watched it, they'd be like, man, that's some bull or whatever. But
Robin Williams goof ass, he was an alien. And he come out of an egg or some shit like Nanu and all that shit. Yeah. So
exactly. But Courtship of Eddie's father, I used to love that show.
I'm Mork and Mindy, but Courtship of Eddie's father, I used to watch it, but I don't remember that shit.
And isn't like what the song was,
like
people
divorced
let
or
me
some
tell
shit?
you about my best friend.
He was a single dad, right?
Oh, that's that.
I know what that was.
That's Courtship of Eddie's father.
I remember the whole fucking theme song too. I ain't gonna sing. Yeah, he came out the egg or something. He was Mork from Ork.
Mork from Ork, yeah.
You know what made this bad? Like some fucking writer was so lazy. Like he like fucking Mork from Ork. Like, yeah, that'll do and shit. He'll make it work. Don't worry about it. That's Robin Williams. He'll fix it.
And you know he wind up on Happy Days also.
Who?
Mork?
Was he on Happy Days?
Yeah, he was on the episode of Happy Days.
Was they trying to help they show, or was they trying to help Happy Days?
I think it was bleeding over into Mork.
Happy Days?
Look it up.
Fonz is probably like, hey. Let me say something used to blow me all the time. Fonz would have got his ass whooped in real life. You know they snatched him out that leather jacket. He came around the hood. Hey, come here, play. Let me see that jacket.
But you know what? He didn't never have nobody with him though. You know, like say everybody have a gang.
Because he was supposed to be in the shit.
You see it?
Because he was supposed to be. Oh damn, yeah, he was on there. Mm-hmm. And that's Ralph. Hold on.
That's Richie Cunningham.
Richie Cunningham.
What is his name? Ron Howard.
Howard. Mm-hmm. Man, what was he doing on the motherfucker?
He was Richie.
Dan Owls.
Yeah, they fit them in somehow or whatever, but I remember he was on there.
Who was the original? Was it Mr. Miyagi or was it the fat dude? The fat dude was funny. It was two owls.
Owls.
Which one was the real owl?
I thought it was Mr. Miyagi.
Mr. Miyagi?
Uh-huh.
And then they put the fat dude on there with the penguin looking motherfucker. He had a pointy nose. He looked like the dude who played the penguin in Batman and shit. But yeah, Fonz would have got his ass whooped walking around talking about some A and shit. You know? Like, hey, what?
Wasn't he doing this?
Yeah, he was like, hey. Hit on the shit. Like, look, quit hitting on the shit in this. Look, put some money in the jukebox. You hit that my jukebox again, I'm gonna hit your ass.
Broke ass.
Get your ass out of here starting shit.
Hey, now he was a player.
Yeah.
He had a different woman every episode.
He would have two. He would come in and shit. Hey. Like, fuck, all you gotta do is get a leather jacket and slick your hair. Shit, that's all fine. He had a motorcycle, though. Mm-hmm. Where he get some paper for a motorcycle? He ain't had no job.
Hey, man, he hit the cash machine.
Was he hustling?
Wasn't that supposed to be like the 50s? Like
some shit, 50, 60, something like that. I don't know where he got his money from, though.
But dude,
Fonz is selling weed or something.
But you know, I used to watch
Reefers.
Oh wait, it was just back to back. You remember My Three Sons?
Mm-hmm.
Courtship of Eddie's Father. Then after that, it was Andy Griffiths, and like I said, I mean, we only had like 3 channels that we watched.
I only like, yeah, you
don't know Andy Griffith?
Bobby will go way back on your ass.
He really would.
See, I was born in the 60s.
Before you was born, type back. Only thing I really liked about the Andy Griffith show was the theme song, which really didn't have no words. Yeah, they was whistling. I don't know why I like that fucking song.
Man, my favorite one was
I couldn't whistle either. I wish if I could, I'd have been whistling that shit.
Who was the one that always went to jail?
Oh, the drunk motherfucker.
Yeah, what was his name? Otis. Otis was the funniest one on that, man.
That motherfucker would come into the police station and put himself in jail.
Exactly.
And then get up in the morning and leave. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck it, I'm going to sleep it off. Y'all ain't got to come get me.
His key and everything, man.
Yeah. That's crazy ass shit right there.
Y'all know we wasn't no type of twinkle in nobody eye during the shows that they talking about.
Oh, yeah. Now, wasn't no niggas on Andy Griffin. Or Happy Days. Happy Days might have had one special show. They had one special show with a black guy in there.
I forget his name, but he actually became a character in there for about the last couple of years.
Yeah, Andy Griffin was black and white anyway, so if it was a brother, he would have actually been gray. He wouldn't have been
Was that the show where he was like was that the show where he was like a cop or something?
Yeah,
he wasn't no cop. He was just sheriff.
He was a sheriff in the one, one deputy. Yeah, they was the only law in the motherfucking place. You everybody in the town and shit. Didn't arrest nobody.
Well, G, you didn't tell us yours, man.
Probably, I got a few. Shit. I would probably say maybe Family Matters or some shit like that.
Family Matters.
Okay. I like that.
Hey, look, George,
As
remember he used to make us watch that. Get y'all ass in here and look at Urkel.
Because I used to watch No, I said it wrong. That is Family Matters. What was the shit with Michael J. Fox?
I know exactly what I thought about that when you said Family Matters. That was Growing Pains.
Was it Growing Pains?
Was it Growing Pains? No, what's the other one?
Y'all look up the shit with Michael J. Fox and Elise Keaton and all them. He had the daddy.
I love that show, man.
Justine Bateman
Wasn't
or whatever.
like-
and then they had the ugly sister. She the older she got, the uglier she got. Y'all pull that up. Look up Dr. J. Fox. He ain't did that many TV shows. He doing the show there, he be like this. He got that Parkinson shit.
Oh, he do got Parkinson.
Yeah, he got that.
He got Parkinson.
Yeah, something shook him up and he kept shaking.
He been living with Parkinson.
Yeah, something fucked him up.
Well, you talking about that
Family Ties.
Family Ties.
Okay,
I know it was Family
I
something.
ain't seen that.
I knew it was Family
That was a
something.
good show, man. I enjoyed that show, man.
When they come on, they paint the show. Yeah, it was like the theme
I saw
song.
that, and that made this shit look so boring.
It is. It is. Like now, it would be boring. As
Exactly.
Growing Pains is good. Show me that smile again.
Exactly.
And when that him singing, y'all know who that is, right? Don't tell them about.
That's Robin Tick Daddy.
Huh?
That's Robin Tick Daddy.
Oh, okay. All right.
Well, what's his name?
What's name? You
Alan
fucked him up with
Thick.
that.
His name Alan
You take a
Thick.
shot for that shit. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alan Thick.
Alan Thick. Yeah.
Oh, that's Robin Thick Daddy?
Yeah. So you didn't know that shit, didn't you?
You know that there ain't a bunch of thicks going around, man. They all kill each other.
It sounded familiar.
George don't know who Robin Thicke is. You know Robin Thicke?
Yeah.
What he done did?
What's the song? What's the song?
Lost with the
Okay.
Okay, all right. Now you know what? You can't don't fuck with him
The
with R&B
youngins know a
shit.
thing or two.
He knows some R&B shit.
They know some shit.
He be playing
now.
some shit. He be working out. I'm like, damn, is that S.L. George down there playing that?
They do that.
Music is
He
music.
be working out to R&B. Look
Yeah,
up.
he be working out the R&B.
What?
He be down there, love and happiness. Be like, who the fuck listen to that? He be like, you know this guy named Al? Yeah, I know fucking Al Green. You just found out about him.
Then they flip to
Yeah.
sexual healing.
Yeah.
Al Green, didn't he? What happened? He got his daddy shot him or something?
Yeah.
No, that's
It was
I know
Marvin
Marvin
Gaye.
Gaye.
What's
Yeah,
Marvin
that was
Gaye?
Marvin
Gaye.
Gaye, because I wasn't
There's a lot of rumors around
wasn't
that.
his mom. It is a lot of rumors around that. The last one that I had heard was that Marvin Gaye was trying to stop his dad from beating on his mom, and his dad shot him.
I thought his
Killed
daddy was blind.
I don't
and
think
they
that
shot
would
him.
happen.
Nah, that's the
See how
last.
shit
That's the
started?
last.
He
That's
said
the
his
last
daddy was
story.
blind.
He said he was stealing from his daddy, and his daddy shot him.
That's the last story.
That
I
ain't what
heard.
You
happened.
said his daddy was blind and he shot him.
Right. He
That
was
ain't
trying
what
to
had
protect his
happened.
mom.
Oh, yeah. That ain't what had happened. He said he slammed his door for the last time. You know that motherfucker go out, don't you slam my door no more. And he slammed it one more time and his daddy shot the shit out of him. Yeah, he had to shoot him. He said he was going to do it.
Hold on.
What?
I got to know, are you serious?
No.
Because I'm like, do I need to look at that?
Hey, look, I
brutality.
like some Marvin Gaye shit, but the one song I didn't like used to bother the fuck out of me because old folks was listening to me. Was the sexual healing.
That's not Marvin Gaye.
That's Marvin Gaye with the sexual healing.
It is?
Yes, it
That's
is.
Marvin Gaye.
Yeah, when I get that feeling,
Sexual
healing.
Oh shit, you're right. It is. Sorry, I'm thinking about something
it's
else.
good for me. I never
That's
liked
his
that
most
shit.
My
popular
bad.
song.
Hey,
Man,
you guys know Hey, let me tell you something. There's this artist that's out right now. It's Snoop Dogg's artist. His name is October London.
I seen him in concert.
This man
Yes.
sounds just like Marvin Gaye.
Mhm.
Let me tell you, I am obsessed with this man.
That nigga just made him up a name.
October London. His name is October London.
He was discovered in London in the month of October.
my God,
Like, your
shut
name
up.
is October London. You
Shut
know
up.
that's how they do it.
This is
That ain't a real damn name.
This is Snoop Dogg's
that nigga
artist.
named Junebug. That's
Snoop Dogg's
Junebug.
artist.
That's Junebug from Compton.
Hey,
they were like,
Trees,
nah, don't worry about it. We
I
gonna fix
want to
that.
go see him
I-
so bad. I freaking love that man.
Look.
He has an amazing voice.
I ain't heard him.
There he
Yeah,
is
that's
right there.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
sounds just
I don't know who
like
that is.
mother.
That's
October
Junebug from
London.
Compton.
He sounds
That ain't no
just,
damn October
He sounds
London.
just like Marvin Gaye, and
You
his
know who that is?
Yeah.
and his album. He's got an album
don't know
called.
who the hell that
He's got an
is.
album called The Rebirth of Marvin. He sounds like Marvin fucking Gaye.
Well, Trees, I
Sound
actually
like a
seen
lawsuit.
him by mistake.
No, it's
No,
not.
listen.
No, it's not.
No, for real though.
I was
Involving
Marvin Gaye's-
Snoop, that shit
Marvin
ain't never finna
Gaye's
happen. They
camp-
definitely got they shit. They ducks
Marvin
in a row.
Gaye's camp is always suing somebody for some reason.
No, they
Oh,
got
yeah.
they ducks. They got their
Shit.
ducks in a row.
That
'cause,
was
bro,
Cause shit sound
that
like
for-
a
that
Marvin Gaye
Pharrell-
song.
that
Not
Pharrell
even
and
the
Robert
whole
De Niro.
he did a couple remakes. Not even remakes. He like sang sang the Marvin Gaye song.
Pharrell
or
and Marvin Thicke. I mean,
Robin Thicke. Yeah,
Robin Thicke. Yeah, they got his ass.
Sue your
They
ass.
hit him up for some paper. They
My granny was on top of that.
That's why you got to get that permission.
Hey, but you know what? Have you guys ever heard of Calvin Richardson?
Who?
Kevin Rich.
The
Calvin,
guy from fucking Backstreet Boys?
No. Calvin Richardson.
Oh, Calvin. I thought you said Kevin.
Calvin Richardson did a whole CD on Bobby Womack. His whole album. He did a remake of his whole album.
He must have permission.
He had to have permission. You can't just get away with that.
Hey, isn't that the guy that got with Sam Cooke's woman? Bobby Womack?
That's that.
Bobby Womack.
Bobby Womack is the guy that got with Sam Cooke's woman after he died.
That's what I heard.
Yeah,
no, I heard it was his daughter.
And rumors were they were fucking around when Sam Cooke before he died. It was an affair.
Oh, well, shit, he don't owe Sam Cooke nothing. He don't know that nigga.
Hey, man, what? I wouldn't even play with Sam Cooke like that.
Hey, Bobby Womack, like, that's our woman, man. That's our woman.
Just imagine if they had diss tracks back then. I wouldn't want to fuck with no Sam Cooke.
Oh, yeah.
I was born by your grave. So he would have got on there playing.
All right.
He finna play with him.
Yo, afro so nappy.
Hold on. So you saying that because he dated his woman after he passed?
No,
that's a problem.
I said.
They was fucking around before.
Yeah, no, that's what I heard. That Bobby Womack was fucking around with Sam Cooke's woman before Sam Cooke passed away, and Sam Cooke passed away, and Bobby Womack, they got married, didn't they? Didn't they get married or something?
Do you think Sam Cooke was do you think Sam Cooke was faithful?
I'm sure he wasn't. I mean, come on, the man was.
You remember that double standard you talk about?
Right.
I know. No, I mean, I'm saying I get it. Totally get it.
Let's flip flop it.
It's different when you got that bag, man. It's different.
Yeah.
What does this say? What is this? What are we zooming in on before I start
reading?
reading? Bobby Womack, a prominent R&B singer and guitarist, was mentored. Holy F&S. Was mentored by Sam Cooke. Oh, that's right. And later married Cooke's widow.
Now that's
Barbara. That's why I say there's controversy. Speaking controversy, there's controversy around that. Word on the street is they were fucking around before Cooke even died.
She didn't stop being fine. I thought
that's why he made the song.
Here it is. Yeah. Sam Cooke doesn't have the mad. Look at that shit.
If you think you're lonely now.
The marriage of Barbara Cooke was marked by further scandal, including an alleged affair between Womack and Barbara's daughter, Linda Cooke. Ew, well, that's gross.
Remember I said it was his daughter.
So he was fucking around with the daughter and the wife?
Oh, shoot, 2 for 1.
Oh my God, that's fucking hilarious. Just months after Cooke's death, Bobby Womack married his widow, Barbara.
You said months after his death?
Yeah, it says months after his death. But that's why I'm saying, that's why there's rumors that the timelines are interlocking, because that's you know what I mean? Like,
he was cold-blooded.
They're freaking saying that he was fucking around. They were messing
Well, ain't nothing we gonna do about them both, because all of them probably gone now.
Is any one of them still alive?
No, I think they're all dead.
Yeah, so we ain't gonna be the dead horse.
Right. They don't need to fucking with them now. He said he fought with the mom and the daughter.
Wow.
Hey, he was like, ain't there one of them no kin to me? He said, ain't my bad. Ain't my fault.
He said, I really wanted the mama, but she was in a relationship.
Yeah.
But shit.
Tell me something, G.
Right.
G, who was your favorite old school artist back in that time? I'm gonna ask you because you next to my age.
I'm finna say back in what time? Shit, I was born in 71.
Back in
your days.
Black person or just whoever?
Well, I mean, it don't have to be black. Just artists. What artists that you really like back in the day?
Yeah, I just listen to whatever the fuck everybody else was listening to.
Ooh.
I was listening to the Bee Gees and shit.
The who?
The Bee Gees?
Bee Gees.
Yeah.
Period.
What's that stand for something?
Period.
Yeah.
Huh?
He said, do that stand
You
for
said
something.
BG.
The
Bee
Bee
Gees.
Gees.
Oh, the Bee Gees.
Yeah.
Oh, them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ain't they white?
Yeah, they white.
Well, just because they white, you can't listen to them?
We don't have to know it.
Yeah,
Them boys was cold, man.
Yeah. I don't know half the words and shit.
Them the people that make the real Rocky song?
Yeah, you know the songs because people be taking the motherfucking beats and making rap songs out of.
Hell yeah.
A sample?
Yeah, sample the shit.
Samples?
Yeah,
What's wrong with a sample?
No, I'm just saying if you listen to that, you would listen to the original because it's the same beat. Like the fucking how many times they didn't redid the what's the motherfucking name? Betty and the Jets. Who did sing
Betty and the Jets.
Oh,
yeah.
Elton John.
Elton John.
They didn't took that beat,
that?
Mary J. Blige.
Benny
Who is
and the
that?
You know what? Hey,
Can you pull up Elton John? We gotta show young people. Yeah.
but hey, G,
What?
look,
No.
my favorite groups back in that day, and it's two of them, was Parliament.
Oh
the
yeah.
Funkadelics,
Yeah.
and Earth, Wind and Fire.
I was new.
The first one, I forgot about that.
Them two?
Yeah.
They was way before their time,
I
man.
knew you was finna say Earth, Wind and Fire.
I remember
seen
that
them in
fucking
concert once.
that fucking Red Light song. Red light,
Oh, flashlight.
stop light.
What's dude name?
We got light.
The dude with the stars on his glasses.
Bootsy.
No, that's Bootsy.
Bootsy Collins.
Yeah. They
Yeah,
stole.
Bootsy Collins.
They stole
Collins.
Bootsy from James Brown.
You
know that,
Hey,
right?
you know what song Bootsy? You know what song Bootsy made? And I fucking love it, and I like skating to it. Your love is kind of sweet.
It's
sweet
like,
enough to
What
eat.
is it called? Like cream on
I
the
got
outside.
I got the munchies
For your love.
Oh yeah, I forgot
Yes.
about that one.
I
He's hungry
freaking
for your
love
love.
that song.
Oh yeah,
I got the
Oh,
munchies
yeah, Elton
for
John.
your love. Oh yeah, that's who
they go-
sang it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He a little
Elton John.
fashy. He's like a modern day Liberace. Liberace was like the only gay person I knew as a
He's
child.
gay as fuck.
He was fly though.
Love it.
Liberace was like
I
a
love
white
it so
pimp.
much.
He would had the fur coats.
Oh,
and
yeah,
he had
Liberace.
jewels everywhere. He was stunting before they had a word for the shit.
But you know what?
Yeah.
Liberace and what's the other one? The black one that used to play piano.
Oh, you talking about Little Richard?
Little
Richard.
They was like comparable
Yeah,
to each
yeah.
other. Yeah. Mhm.
Yo.
Little Richard was an animated person.
Yo,
Man,
He was
that-
animated
something
like
else.
That freaking Tutti Frutti song.
Hey,
You know what?
Y'all
I
heard
didn't.
the
They said that Tutti Frutti song is Tutti Frutti. It's actually Tutti
That go ahead,
Frutti.
Elton John.
It's
Yeah,
actually
yeah,
Tutti
yeah.
Frutti good booty.
Yeah, I knew it was some funny
Motherfucking-
shit.
They did a documentary
changed it.
on it.
No, they didn't have to tell me that because when you grow up and you realize who the fuck's singing the song and you start hearing it, you be like, wait a minute. You be like, hey, Tutti Frutti.
Yeah, they say
Yeah, look at that.
Easy.
He got the platforms on with
Hell
the
yeah,
pianos
look
in
at the
it.
shoes.
He
said with the
flat.
pianos
With
in
the
it.
piano keys. Yeah. Hey, that's kind of cold. This is a pimp somewhere going, yeah, that's kind of cold. I'm going to have to
That
bite
part.
that.
He's
I'm going to have to
boy
bite
was something
that.
else,
I ain't
man.
even
still
gonna lie.
like, and
Ain't no
Elton
way
John,
I'll wear
Elton
that.
John is still very
Ain't
much.
no way.
He's still
You want to wear
very
that shit
much
to
like
players
that.
ball?
Hey, look.
Man, what? Ain't no man. He got heels on.
No, no
It's
platform.
platforms.
Man, tell me,
The men
ain't no
back,
way.
back
Motherfuckers used to
then,
wear
back
them
then,
platforms,
men
them
wore
big ass-
wore
man,
that.
Yeah, they wasn't skinny. They was the platform.
They was
called
the platform.
shoes.
Yeah.
Hey,
With some bell bottoms, you'd have had
Hell
the bell
yeah.
bottoms. and
The
then he
fucking
told me
pants
he
were
wasn't-
high-waisted
you'd have had all
and
that
shit.
with the afro.
High waist pants is for women.
No,
Yeah,
but what I'm
this was
saying.
back then. This was back
Hey, G, what's the highest heel that you ever wore?
Uncle George.
I
Bet not.
Honestly.
at one time.
We gonna be real. We gonna be real. What's the highest?
Real talk.
And George is a little younger than me. G is a
real
little.
talk.
Go
I
ahead.
wore a boot once. It might have been 2 inches, something like that.
Exactly,
Yeah,
exactly. Because I had a couple of 2
Yeah,
inches.
no, hey, little players used to wear them short boots with the zip
Yeah,
up on the side, but they
yeah.
were short.
They were like equivalent to
yeah.
what Prince was
They was-
wearing.
They was 40s. That's
They-
what
they
they
was
was.
called
They was
40s,
40s.
yeah.
40s. Uh-huh.
It's like
Yeah,
they're
that
like
was
the
shit
That's what
they're
we.
like the
That's
shoes
what we
that
wore.
they're like
If you
the
had
shoes that
if you had that outfit on, you was doing some
See,
things.
young guys don't realize if you was back then, that was the shit. And you would have been on all of that.
There
Then
it
you
is
look
right
at it
there.
now,
Look at
you
that,
like,
look
I ain't
at
wearing
that.
that.
Hey,
You couldn't
pull
tell.
up-
You couldn't
hey,
tell them
them
brothers they
niggas
weren't
is
doing it.
khakis.
Hey, pull up the picture of the fucking Isley brothers.
Hey man,
Oh,
don't
no,
play with
that's-
that. Don't touch.
that's
Don't
a
touch
bad
the eyes.
comparison.
Don't touch.
Why?
No, because
Don't do it.
Why?
Isley brothers was fly.
Don't
They
do it.
always-
Don't do
Isley
it.
brothers didn't want no weird
Why?
shit.
That's the
Isley
freak.
brothers.
That's
My
the
man,
that's
George,
what I'm
look at that
talking
nigga
about.
shirt, George.
That's
He
the
gay.
picture
He
I'm
got a crop
talking
top on.
He's gay.
He no way you would catch me outside. Ain't no way I would have got in the mirror and be like, yeah, this shit right here.
Hey, don't do it. Don't do
I'm
it.
a smooth mamma jamma. No.
Fucking crazy.
I'm sorry.
He
Do
got
not
the
do it.
peacocks on his pants. Now I'm sure they didn't pay no mind to it till later. I'm sure they voted his ass out the group. They voted his ass out the group.
They
later.
did not vote him out.
Yeah, they didn't vote him out.
No, he died in that group, man.
Did he?
Yeah,
He must be
y'all know
cold.
he
What
gay.
was he?
I see
What was he
why.
playing?
Look, I wouldn't have wore that shirt. I'm gonna be honest with
Man,
you. But them outfits I would have worn back then.
No, ain't nothing wrong with the shirt. The nigga tied up the shirt.
Right.
That's a regular
He
shirt.
could have tied.
If he untied the shirt,
untied the shirt and tucked that
He
bitch
alright.
in like Ron
alright.
did.
Man, he
Like
look like
Ron did.
he look like he used to play the tambourine in
He
church.
already got the buttons
You know me.
open, but he was
Tambourine player.
extra with
But
the
you know
shit.
what? He had a line of women out his dressing room every
I
time he
bet
went
he
back
did.
hey, he
there.
didn't
I
want nothing to
bet
do
he
with none of them
did.
bitches. I got four more over here. Y'all want them? He like, I'm tired. I'm sleeping, ladies. I'm sleeping. I don't feel like fucking with y'all. Y'all get your line of coat and get the fuck out of here.
But you know what, man?
Right.
40 years from now, we're gonna be looking at the clothes that we wear now. And they're gonna be some, man, no one real I would have wore that stuff.
Because they
You know?
gonna be
Man,
wearing
look.
some weird shit though. They gonna be wearing some weird shit. They gonna be
All the men gonna have on dresses and the women
Yeah.
gonna have on pants. Watch.
It's some weird, like it's some shit I don't like, but it ain't. Today's fashion ain't that bad.
Man, we be fresh.
ain't
Come
that
on,
bad.
come on now compared to that.
Legit.
You
Come
gonna
on,
tell me they wasn't
Legit.
fresh?
And them
Legit.
old dudes be like, pull your pants up. Nigga, pull your shirt down.
That part.
down.
That is so fucking
Put
funny,
another
bro.
shirt
That's
on.
crazy. Pull your shirt down.
Hey, touche, goddamn. You got a point there. Like they said, bitch, I gotta pull my pants up.
Hey, look.
But you won't pull your shirt down? Why I see your navel? I don't want to see your damn navel. I don't need to know if you got an Audi or any.
Hey, what's them open toe
Hey, that nigga,
shoes,
they got
bro?
some-
Got
That man
on?
came
Them
out.
open toe shoes.
To the right. So
There
that
they go right there.
Hey, man.
Them the yo, look how big
I
his
had
fucking
some of those,
toes
man. I'm
is.
sorry.
some of those?
I'm gonna have some of those.
Look how
If they open in
big
the
his
back,
fucking toes
if
is,
they
bro.
open in the back,
You asked
I had some of those.
They probably is open in the
Them
back.
same sandals you barbecue with.
That's
He
why I
got-
Barbecue
said
sandals.
them the
My feet don't look like
3000.
that, though.
Hey,
Them toes ain't right.
Hey, he
brother, you make,
bogus.
brother, you make too much money
Too
for your
much
feet to be
fucking
looking
money.
like that.
That
Hey,
part.
hey, you know what you call him? He got the open Jesus threes on. You see the open Jesus threes?
To the young folks,
The
that's
family
biblical shit.
reunion
You know what I mean?
3000.
Young folks like, why I can see your toes, nigga? What's wrong
We
with
know
you?
he- we know
the
he
barbecue
look.
fours.
Right,
I'm
we
sure
know
they all
he
had their
could.
own stylish, and everybody was good with them. back
Ron
then.
cool. Ron Isley though, he always
He
got some
always been
flashing
good.
on. He be, if anything, he overdressed like a motherfucker.
Ron,
Did
the
you
one
see-
in the front.
Yeah, he the one in the
Hey,
front.
did y'all see that fucking video?
I was
that
just
he-
finna
that
say,
just-
this last
Mr.
video-
Big.
just
If you ever hear
posted.
when he do the duet, Ron, that's Mr. Big.
He was like, "What the hell is going on
Right.
between these sheets?"
That's a cold ass shit.
Look, what he did is he took
he
the
was
mic.
doing it too. He
Took
was
the mic
doing,
so they could sing.
he was
'cause
doing the
he was
female
bad.
part
It was
too.
bad,
Baby,
man.
wait, let me.
What are you
explain.
talking about?
He had a little concert.
He had a concert and bro was wilding.
He 83 years old, man. He can't do all
83.
that singing.
He
like
was
he
sitting
doing.
down.
If
while
he not
was
85
sitting,
now.
He was sitting
Hold
down
on.
while doing
Hold
the
on, he
shit.
sit down for a little while. He pull a stool up.
You know what? He was in a stool. He was sitting on a stool. He was sitting on a stool. And he was like,
He was like, he like, fuck what y'all talking about. I got a bad back. Hold on.
hey, G, look.
I'm gonna sing the damn show. Hold
No.
on, let me slide.
This is exactly how he did it, man. Look, he was sitting down. He was like, and everybody was like, man, that might be his last concert.
Yeah.
And
Yo,
he just
he-
put the mic out so they can finish the song.
This motherfucker was doing
I'ma
all
sing
type
you
of
that,
stuff. While
man.
he was singing with his heart, but he was all type of stuff. I was like, bro.
Hey, that shit he got
He-
with R. Kelly cold.
he
Cause
was-
he
It is, though.
busted. I ain't gonna lie like that.
busted.
I ain't like
Yeah.
that.
Busted.
Oh, yeah,
Oh
man.
no, they kept doing it.
Fucking hilarious.
They kept
What?
doing. This is Mr. B.
How you
How you-
doing, Mr.
I like that old
What the
school
hell
joint
is
too.
going on?
What you
That what that
But-
is?
but you know
what's it called? Every day.
Oh yeah, that's it. See, oh yeah, you what you
Oh,
know
yeah.
about that
That's-
shit.
that's the real-
That's
yeah.
a
That's the
cut
real
right
song.
there. Stop
Man,
it.
that's why I say nobody can talk about the Isleys to me, man. That's my group, man. You know,
Was you even
was
alive
way-
yet when that came out?
I don't think so.
Nah, they know.
My daddy put me on that
That's
song.
why
know
I
about
was
them Isley brothers?
asking.
Yeah.
You fuck with that?
Dude, it ain't nowhere you can go,
hey,
man.
the coldest one is the one Ice Cube took that beat.
What?
Which one?
You don't know? I got a good day. I gotta say it was.
Oh
Good Day.
yeah. I ain't know.
That's an Ali Brothers beat.
I ain't know
The
that.
sample,
That's Footsteps in the Dark.
Footsteps in the Dark.
Uh-huh.
I listen to anyone.
But my favorite one is Drifting on a Memory.
Oh yeah,
I like that too. I like that song.
Oh, that's the cookout song right there.
That's my song right there, man.
Cookout song.
What about
Exactly.
for the love of you? All that I'm giving.
You play that song with a potato salad cold. Oh, me. That's what you play.
Playing some motherfucking dominoes. Bring me some more of that red Kool-Aid and shit. Turn that record over and shit.
Hey, G, before we go any further, man, I mean, do we have any sports today, man?
Bears,
Lakers in 5.
Oh yeah.
What we got, Brian?
Lakers
Lakers
might be in the play-in. While you
Man,
bullshit.
no, they number 3. How they gonna be in the play-in? And they could beat Oklahoma.
How they
Don't
get
get me
back up to
started.
number
They can
three?
beat-
They 3.
They can't even beat the Bulls.
Man, that was
If they run
man, they was
the
playing.
Bulls, that's they.
Okay.
Literally.
They lost
What's
to
the
the
Bulls'
Bulls.
record though?
But wait a minute, they
It
lost
don't
to the
matter.
Bulls. You lost to the Bulls in the same week twice.
That was cardio.
Yeah.
Them don't count. That was cardio.
No,
they
you don't-
still number 3.
And they
what
got
the
blown
Lakers
out by
problem is,
30
though?
points.
Man,
This is why they're not going to be OKC.
They just beat
Fuck it.
OKC 2 days ago.
No, I'm telling you, when they get to
A
the finals,
5-game series, a
if
6-game
all they
series.
got to do
Go ahead.
is watch the Bulls. The Bulls don't stop running.
Exactly.
They rotate everybody healthy on
They
the bench.
keep running. Mhm.
And they don't stop. Make a miss. They down the court. LeBron like, shit, I just came back. Looking like shit. I know I ain't got no goddamn body. They not going to keep up with them young boys. If they go against a young squad that's going to play, then you can't walk the ball up the court
Man,
on the
Lakers got number 3 defense in the league.
We're going to see.
What you talk about?
We're going to
First,
see when we get to the playoffs.
Defense win game, but we talk about offense though.
We're going to see when we get to the playoffs. If they run up on the wrong team, they going to get their ass handed to them.
Who?
Because the Bulls,
Golden State.
the
That's who
Bulls
they gonna
ain't
play.
even that good. All the Bulls did was
Was
run on
run,
their ass.
run.
And,
That's all
and
they
then
did.
LeBron was turning the ball. He was tired.
Man, look.
He was tired of chasing Giddey and them niggas running up the court. Even Vooch.
That's true.
You know, he subbed Vooch out enough to where he don't get tired. But Vooch still be the last motherfucker up the court, but he pull up at the 3-point line and he shooting threes wide open. And they like, fuck. Watch the Bulls. I'm trying to tell you, that's how they beat people.
Let's
that's
be
why
realistic,
when the Bulls
though.
play a young team or a team like a Boston or somebody that's got talent and youth, and they can run with them,
Yeah,
they
it's just
can't
gonna
beat
be-
them. But they can whoop the Lakers, though.
Man,
Just
look,
by
that's
running,
not
they
what
got
it is. Let's be realistic. When you play teams like that who got a low record, they think they got a night off and they think they
Nah,
can win.
No,
one
well,
game,
by
but
the
not
time-
2
okay.
games.
Yeah, you lost by 36 the first time. Okay, now you played them 4 days later. You should be on your stuff, right?
Man, listen. but this
4 days later, it wasn't
that's
like you don't have to say, "Oh, I had to wait a month to get
that's
to
a
him."
treadmill game. They ain't worried about that.
And they lost the second game because them motherfuckers was tired at the end of the game. You
Exactly.
saw how LeBron turned the ball over uncharacteristically. You know, I'm trying. Too late to be saying big words and shit. But uncharacteristically, turned the ball over and they hit the 3 and they got them back in the game. I'm just saying. The Bulls wasn't tired because they suffered them out and they used to playing like that.
So-
the Lakers aren't.
So
That's why they
you
was still
saying,
hitting
but let's
threes
be
and shit.
for real. So you saying in the series against the Lakers versus the Bulls can
No,
beat the
no,
Lakers?
I'm not saying that.
All right,
I'm not
'cause that's
saying
what I'm
that.
talking
not
about.
saying
The
that.
playoffs in 2 weeks.
No, what I'm saying is they wouldn't even see each other until they get to the championship. But what he's saying is the Bulls has the recipe on how to beat them.
Right.
You run them, and OKC is going to run them. There's a couple other teams that's in the West that's going to run them. They're too old.
Who could beat the Lakers right now? Who could beat? Nobody can beat the Lakers.
I think Golden State can.
You got
I think
two.
Golden State
You
can.
got two
And they-
LeBrons. You got two LeBrons and an Austin Reeves.
Only way Golden State could beat them is if Steph Curry go
Curry
ballistic.
shoot they lights out.
Yeah,
That's not
that's
gonna
the only way
happen.
they can beat them. And then, or if Jimmy can somehow guard either LeBron
He washed
or
up. He washed.
I don't know if he washed.
He
now.
washed.
He don't have.
Ain't no playoff Jimmy. Ain't been no playoff Jimmy since the Bulls, man.
Nah,
Ain't no playoff Jimmy.
he wasn't happy in Miami. So we'll see what Jimmy doing in Golden State. But yeah, it's a couple of teams that don't match up well with them. The teams that probably could have beat them, they having trouble. Minnesota having trouble. We'll see if they can beat OKC. They can come out the West.
They can beat OKC,
but they ain't gonna beat motherfucking
Golden State. They playing the 3 and the 6. They the 3. Golden State is the 6. If they stay like that, they gonna play Golden State.
I don't think
Golden State.
I'm not sure.
Lakers in 5.
I'm not sure they can beat Boston.
Boston?
Yeah. I'm not sure they can beat the motherfucking Cleveland. We'll see.
Cleveland?
Yeah.
No, they can't beat Cleveland.
Cleveland got front court depth. Cleveland don't just shoot threes. They can score inside. They got defense, all of that. It don't matter if you walk the ball up the court, none of that shit. We got minutes. We got 8 minutes, right?
All right, I got
OKC beating the Lakers right now.
We finna.
What's the score?
I got
129 to 115.
Oh, we finna.
I got a scenario.
Go ahead.
So, y'all know we trying to get a new stadium, right?
Wait. You talking about?
We talking about the Bears. We switching gears.
Okay, go.
Black talking about Bears.
Okay, let's go.
Y'all just said something about Cleveland, and it jogged my memory. But so what if the Bengals came because their situation is coming up next year? What if the Bengals came to Chicago and shared the stadium?
Ew.
Nah. That's the wrong town.
I'm not with that.
No, not for no. You might could pull it for a hockey team, maybe even basketball, but football, dog. Chicago, no. Only way they could switch up. It'd be real tough.
Soldier Field was never Soldier Field never belonged to the Bears. And
it belongs to the Chicago Park District.
Yeah, it belongs to the Park District.
Yeah.
And the field is always fucked up because people are always there.
They play soccer there, all that.
What I'm talking about is fandom. Like, the Bears.
Chicago's big enough to
No,
yeah.
dog.
We don't need no split fans.
No, you talking, but no. Robbie, look. The Bears and all that, Ditka and all that shit. That ain't just going no fucking well. They ain't finna switch up and start rooting for the Bengals just like that.
No, I'm not saying the Bears going anywhere.
He's talking about
splitting the field.
That's my point. If the Bears left and the Bengals came here, then motherfuckers be like, fuck, I guess I got to root for the Bengals.
Okay, we got.
But if we still got the Bears in Chicago, I don't give a fuck where they playing. They the Chicago Bears. If they steal the Chicago Bears, motherfuckers ain't just finna take their Bears jersey off and be like, oh, well, I'm fucking with the Bengals. They'll get a few
jerseys be cold though.
They cold as hell.
Be cold.
They'll get a few fans. It's just like you got the Cubs and you got the White. Even though the White Sox have been around a long time, but. And, and the Cubs are struggling right now. But I bet you if you go to the game,
they're not struggling.
They're struggling. The season just started.
They're not struggling?
All right, well, I ain't watching this shit. I'm talking about from last year. They ain't do shit last year.
Yeah,
I don't know what they're going to do this year.
They done won 8 out of the last 9 games.
That don't mean that shit going to keep going. They got another 100 and how many left?
They pretty good this year, though.
We'll see. But my point is, but it don't matter. My point is, it's more people in the Cubs stadium than in the White Sox stadium, at least the last time I've been.
That's because the Sox fucking suck.
Watch your fucking mouth.
Hold on.
Watch your mouth.
Slow down.
Watch your mouth.
I'm a fucking Southsider. I am a Sox fan.
I'm a Southsider too. Watch till I die.
They fucking suck.
I'm just trying to say.
Watch your mouth.
Football fanatics will go and they'll warm up to the Bengals. Whoever team, it don't matter. And what would help the Bengals is because the fucking quarterback. Damn, I'm blanking on the name. What's quarterback
name? You talking about
Joe Burrow. And that'll help them, and they will win games. They'll playoff caliber. Piece here and there. Could make some noise. Could win. He's always on the cusp. You know what I'm saying? They got they always have some type of issues. But they got a quarterback, so they won't be
center, though.
They'll be, and they resign they receivers and shit. So they'll still be a decent team. So because they won't suck, people will fuck with them to a certain degree. But them motherfucking football tickets ain't cheap, and motherfuckers ain't finna just say fuck it. I'm gonna go to the Bengals. They gonna go to the Bears first, and if they got enough money, they might go to the Bengals too.
Well,
that's all I'm saying.
If he's saying they're sharing the stadium, they never would play the same week. they'd always have an opposite week or whatever.
It wouldn't matter. You still got to have money to go to the game. And if I'm a Bears fan, I ain't finna go to the Bengals just because they at Soldier Field.
Unless they're playing each other.
This is my first time hearing about it. So
yeah, I never heard of that.
Why us?
Because they so close.
Because they close.
But I'm saying though, ain't they trying to switch the stadium anyway from Soldier Field to another?
Yeah, but that's
anyway?
the like we can't get any public money. Like the Bears can't get any public money. In order
they shouldn't need it.
They shouldn't need it. They're billionaires.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But obviously no one wants to spend their own money on a big ass stadium. But
the stadium not that big though, right? That's why they ain't had a Super Bowl there.
That's why.
Well, you don't have a Super Bowl there because it's outside.
I think
this new one is supposed to be gargantuan.
But no, it's another thing with Soldier Field shit. That's that landmark bullshit, right? So they can only make certain upgrades to the stadium. They can't totally remodel the stadium.
That's why when they remodeled it, they didn't tear down the entire stadium and build a whole new one.
I think they had the same issue with Wrigley Field with the Cubs. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think they had the same issue with when they did some enhancements and Wrigley, some upgrades, but they didn't do what they wanted to do. And it's like maybe they didn't, want to go through the trouble of, a whole new one. But they always run into that shit in Chicago or whatever. Oh, well, you can't do that.
That mug is nice though. When you do drive past it on the highway.
Is that Soldier Field?
That's the new
projection of
that's
the
what
new
they want it to look like.
Mm-hmm. Is that Soldier Field?
Well, it's probably the new place.
What's this on the? Doesn't this side over here look like the pillars and stuff at Soldier Field? That's why I'm asking. Like, is this Soldier Field?
To be honest with you guys, and I know we're gonna have to run after this, but I think all stadiums should have a doggone dome.
No, legit.
Yeah. Because on the fact that why should I have to play in negative
at this
27 degrees when I got a playoff team and I can't throw the ball and I got to
it's fucking snowing and nobody can. You can't.
Yeah, I think everybody should have one.
That's football though. That's how it was like.
I don't think
originated though.
I don't think they're gonna change, but at this point, I would agree with that. Just level the fucking playing field. If you can play, you can play. Don't try to use it. You know what I'm saying, against you. But yeah, there are some teams that struggle in the cold weather. Oh fuck! All right. We've come to the end of another one. Y'all finish those drinks. You know what I'm saying? Last call for alcohol, and this shit ain't cheap. Go ahead and drink it on down. Drink it down.
You ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell up out of here.
We gonna get out of here. It's been real. I want to thank my guests for coming through. Thanks, PJ and which one of these motherfuckers? Yeah, thank PJ and Little George. Hey man, you got to start putting that JR at the end of your name, man. You can't. It ain't but one George Carter.
Junior.
Yeah. You Junior. You Junior. You know what I'm saying? You just fucking. You know what I'm saying? Should have gave you. So I could have gave you some tripped out ass name and stuff. I just gave you my name. You know what I'm saying? And you abusing the privilege of it. We'll be back next week. I don't know what the fuck we're gonna be talking about. Y'all just tune in to find out. It'll be a surprise to both of us.
Surprise.
Yeah. Either way, it was been real. We gonna holler at y'all. Everybody good?
We're good.
All right. Shit. All right. Peace.
Peace out.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers.